Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TxDLA 2020 Awards ceremony. Here with your co-hosts, Mary Anderson and Abigail Gamble.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the White Rabbit! Oh, he's late as usual, but that's okay because we love seeing him anytime he shows up on the red carpet.
And here come the Queen's Guard. Those are a lovable bunch of fellows, and they stack so nicely, or can make a house when needed.
Oh, the Queen of Hearts just showed up. Doesn't sound like she has many fans, but she is still working her magic on the carpet.
Our guest of honor, Alice, is walking down the red carpet. The people just love her, and what's not to love? A curiously mad and yet unforgettable girl.
Now it's time to get inside and start the award ceremony. Please take your seats. Let's get started with our awards. The award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an Individual 2-year is Richard Leslie.
Hello, my name is Kayla Willis, and I am an instructional designer at McLennan Community College. I nominated Richard Leslie for the Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an Individual. Richard is the coordinator for the Center for Teaching and Learning at McLennan Community College. He is also an instructional designer and teaches online and blended classes. I have nominated Richard because he has done so much for our college and others, especially in the realm of distance education and accessibility. Richard has created several self-paced modules to help instructors learn about accessibility in education. The modules he has created include information about accessibility legislation, how to create accessible documents, and how to create accessible videos. These modules are available for free on the Center for Teaching and Learning departmental website. Along with creating these modules, Richard works to inform the faculty and staff at MCC about accessibility and universal design for learning. He is a strong advocate for accessibility in education at our campus. Richard also teaches multiple sections of the course Teaching Online Fundamentals. Throughout this course, participants explore best practice strategies for teaching online. Richard is persistent in making sure faculty and staff are prepared to use best practice strategies in order to help online students succeed. Along with supporting faculty, Richard has also started several professional development activities on campus, which meet face-to-face and via Zoom. This past fall, he designed and facilitated a metacognition seminar and a teaching and learning book club to help teachers learn about metacognition and best practice teaching strategies. Since the college has had to transition to remote instruction due to COVID-19, Richard has been instrumental in helping faculty transition their courses to blended, online, or remote instruction. He has put in countless hours training faculty and supporting them through a support Zoom room that runs from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock daily. Congratulations, Richard. I am so grateful to work with you and learn from you, and I can't think of anyone more deserving.
The award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an Individual 4-year is Michelle Singh.
Hello, TxDLA family. I'm Aleida Cantuli, and I proudly nominated this year's winner for the Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an Individual. Dr. Michelle Singh is the Associate Vice President for Teaching and Learning Technologies and an adjunct faculty in the Educational Leadership Doctoral Program at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. Dr. Singh is consistently at the forefront of change in the industry. She has humbly left her mark at every institution she has associated herself with. She offers a tireless dedication to advancing the field of digital learning and a strong advocacy for professionals in the field. Dr. Singh is the epitome of leadership and innovation. She has been recognized for her creative enthusiasm in leading change. She is a strategic visionary. Dr. Singh's commitment to innovation is evident in all of her professional undertakings, but most impressive is her ability to combine a diverse range of ideas and opinions to create a culture of innovation that supports teaching, learning, and research as one collective unit. I am honored to work with and be mentored by such a powerhouse female leader. Congratulations, Dr. Singh, and thank you for all you do to help advance digital learning.
The award for outstanding commitment to excellence in innovation and distance learning by an individual, K through 12, is Audra Brownlee.
My name is Kevin Eason, and I'm honored to recognize Ms. Audra Brownlee with the award for outstanding commitment to excellence and innovation in distance learning by an individual in the K-12 sector. Audra is the Distance Learning Director for a consortium of school districts in Kansas, which is known as the South Central Kansas Distance Learning Network. It is part of the Kansas Association of Interactive Distance Education State Network, which is known as KADI, and it focuses on sharing classes and technical information statewide. Audra's primary role is to ensure the delivery of dual credit classes through video conferencing between the district high schools and colleges. She schedules classes, provides teacher training, and troubleshoots equipment. In addition, she works with elementary schools to enhance their curriculum through technology. Audra is a past president of the Interactive Video Conferencing Professional Learning Network and a past board member of Two-Way Interactive Connections in Education. Collaborating with KADI, Audra completed a national grant that updated video conferencing hardware and implemented cloud-based solutions. And she has created a statewide in-service day, which is designed specifically for video conferencing teachers to facilitate collaboration, networking, and learning. A faithful member of TxDLA since 2008, Audra chairs the Outside Texas Regional Group. Through TxDLA, Audra has made numerous connections and friends that have impacted her personally and professionally. Congratulations, Audra Brownlee.
The award for outstanding commitment to excellence and innovation in distance learning by an individual, corporate, is Mike Embry.
Hi. My name is Kevin Eason, and I'm pleased to recognize Mr. Mike Embry, recipient of the Award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an individual in the corporate sector. Mike began his career in education with Academic Systems, which established interactive learning, an innovative, student-centered approach that combined online courses with support from faculty, software, and textbooks. At Pearson, Mike placed My Foundations Lab in numerous programs across Texas schools, colleges, and universities. This instructional approach assessed a student's subject knowledge and generated customized curriculum for study. Mike was also an executive with Smart Thinking, which pioneered the tutoring model and has been a key provider of tutoring services at a distance for college and university students. In his current role as Associate Vice President of Partner Success at Inside Track, Mike consults with schools, colleges, and universities to enhance student support by providing direct coaching, including enrollment, retention, and career coaching at a distance. Regardless of his role, Mike has expanded education beyond the classroom by providing excellent and innovative learning opportunities and student support services for all students. Congratulations, Mike Embry.
The award for outstanding commitment to excellence and innovation in distance learning by an organization 4 years is Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, the Office of Distance Education Learning Technologies.
I'm Leila Gandouli, and I humbly nominated this year's winner for the Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by a four-year organization. The Office of Distance Education and Learning Technologies, or ODLT for short, helps support leaders in the application of innovative instructional technologies and pedagogies that facilitate a new culture of teaching and learning at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Every day, the ODLT team works to ensure that through innovative ideas and practices, they are able to transform the student experience and help progress students from passive consumers of digital information to active, engaged producers of ideas. With that, also ensuring that faculty are confident and comfortable in an online environment with the support and resources that they need to offer students an online experience that is based on quality and meaningful student engagement and experience. Congratulations, ODLT. It's an honor to be a part of such a trailblazing team.
Award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence in Innovation and Distance Learning by an Organization, Government, is Adult Protective Services Development Team. The APS Training Development Team, led by Katie Wilson's content creation and Heather Baker's e-learning expertise, designed, created, and launched a new 7-week blended learning course called Field Training 1 in the fall of 2019. The old course had been broken, updated, and put back together more times than anyone cared to count. The new course had been needed for years, but the project had never taken flight until Katie was assigned to it. Katie worked with subject matter experts, APS policy, program, and trainers of the previous course to create a totally new concept. The focus of the new concept: what do new hires need to know at this point, and then giving them that information in a concise fashion. Offline field activities and critical thinking activities were updated and created to accent the improved training content. The entire team worked to develop content sections, brainstorm, troubleshoot, and proofread each other's work. Katie and Heather created a clean, intuitive course that is easy for a new hire to pick up and work in. Fawn and Heather created in-system grading rubrics that are easy for the trainee to understand, allow push-button grading, and feedback by the trainer, and that are all tied back to APS policy. This true team effort has resulted in a course that is aesthetically pleasing, intuitive in navigation, targets learning, and improves trainer productivity. Congratulations, APS Training Development Team. The award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation in Distance Learning by an Organization 2 years is Mountain View College.
For Teaching Online is a faculty professional development program officially recognized by the National Institute for Staff and Organizational Development. The program is collaboratively developed, featuring online students and faculty across multiple higher education institutions. When we first imagined the BPTO program, we simply wanted to address issues of quality and consistency in online education. As it turns out, these are universal issues that faculty and institutions of higher education struggle with. We never anticipated that response to the program would be so overwhelmingly positive that we would soon have over 1,200 participants from 164 institutions across 42 states. We even have participation from Canada, India, Bolivia, and Malaysia. It is truly amazing what can be accomplished when institutions work together towards common goals. On behalf of Mountain View Campus, part of Dallas College, I am honored to accept the award for Outstanding Commitment to Excellence and Innovation. On behalf of the development team and all participating institutions, I want to thank you for recognizing the time and effort put into this innovative program. Thank you.
The Benny Sharner Award for Outstanding Commitment to TxDLA by an individual is Lisa Brown.
Hi, my name is Kevin Eason, and I'm especially honored to recognize the recipient of the Benny Sharner Award for Outstanding Commitment to TxDLA by an individual. This year's recipient is Miss Lisa Brown, Director of Extended Education at the Bush School at Texas A&M University. Benny was a friend of mine, and Lisa, like Benny, is known for putting her nose to the grindstone and making things happen for TxDLA. Lisa has been a dedicated member of the association for the past 20 years, joining TxDLA early in her digital learning career. She has attended every TxDLA conference since 2010 and has presented at 9 of the past 10 conferences. At the 2019 conference, Lisa gave 2 presentations and led the early morning walking running session. Lisa served for 3 years on TxDLA's board of directors as a member at large, and for the past 3 years, she has been the secretary of TxDLA. In this role, Lisa serves on the board and executive committee, and she maintains records for both groups. Recently elected to a second term, Lisa will continue as secretary through 2023. Congratulations, Lisa Brown, and thank you for your service to TxDLA.
The Benny Scherner Award for Outstanding Commitment to TxDLA by a corporation is I2I Technologies.
I2I Technologies representatives Ken Kahn and Roxanne Glasser were an integral part of supporting TxDLA during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic by providing video services, infographics, webinar moderation, captioning services, and technical support for the Keep Connecting webinar series. Every Tuesday and Thursday from March 17th to May 28th, I2I Technologies provided consistent support to TxDLA as we attempted to keep connecting with constituents. I2I Technologies went above and beyond the call of duty to support TxDLA, not just as a vendor, but as a partner during the crisis. Kim participated in most of the webinars as a virtual moderator and demonstrated how to effectively encourage attendees to participate. Roxanne was extremely creative with infographics, ensuring they summed up the webinar discussion. TxDLA simply could not have created an entirely new resource of 22 webinars if it were not for I2I Technologies and their commitment to excellence.
The Don Fauci Award for Outstanding TxDLA Leadership goes to Gay Howard.
It is my pleasure to congratulate Miss Gay Howard, Coordinator of Distance Education at Tyler Junior College, as the recipient of the Don Fauci Award for Outstanding TxDLA Leadership. Gay's journey started 17 years ago when she attended her first spring conference in 2003. During her tenure with the association, she has dedicated countless volunteer hours to making this association the amazing family it is today. Her commitment to TxDLA is unparalleled, having served as an active committee member for nominations, strategic plan, Hall of Fame, and on the conference entertainment committee. She is no stranger to hard work, and no task is too small for her to take on when it comes to assisting the organization moving forward. But what is most special about Gay is her heart and her spirit. Her energy is contagious, and she personifies servant leadership. The essence of the Don Fauci Award is in lifting others to lead long after you leave the organization. Gay has mentored and supported countless members in their path to leadership. She has and will continue to make an impact on the association. GAY, 3 simple letters that represent a goal-oriented, generous, grateful, amazing, admirable advocate, and youthful friend and mentor. Congratulations once again, Gay Howard.
And now, for the Hall of Fame recipient, Tila Watson.
Hi, my name is Kevin Eason, and it is my honor to recognize Ms. Tila Watson, the 2020 inductee to the Texas Distance Learning Hall of Fame. Nominees must meet 5 criteria for selection, and Tila was deemed exemplary on each. Her career has spanned more than 30 years with a primary focus on the practice and advocacy of distance learning. Realizing her life's calling as an educator, Tila first served as a classroom teacher. She then became a corporate software trainer, an education consultant, an assistant principal, and a coordinator of instructional technology. Since 2012, Tila has served as Director of Instructional Services for the Education Service Center, Region 11, overseeing all distance learning efforts and supporting 77 independent school districts and 66 charter schools through video conferencing, online learning, and blended learning. Tila's accomplishments are especially noteworthy. She led the team that made the Canvas LMS available to all schools in ESC 11 service area, benefiting 70,000 educators and 585,000 students. She continuously enhances Connect to Texas, which last year delivered almost 1,200 programs impacting over 125,000 student lives. And our team will help design and manage the new statewide reading academies, Texas's largest professional development initiative ever, impacting 380,000 pre-K through 5th grade educators over the next 2 years. John Petrie calls Tila ESC's innovator-in-chief. She's naturally curious and challenges the status quo. She hires people, in her words, better, smarter, and more talented than she is, and then integrates them into an innovative team of coaches, instructional technologists and designers, and resource experts. She imagines, designs, and delivers innovative programs, such as a student-led science lab involving a pig dissection and a multicurricular focus on the Alaskan Iditarod. She's a pioneer and a gifted leader, known for her enthusiasm, compassionate heart, and infectious laugh. People are drawn to her and she inspires them. Tila graciously mentors others, sharing her knowledge, ideas, and insight, and develops not just the job competencies of those she mentors, but also impacts their character. She prioritizes relationships and works to ensure they are authentic and genuine. Tila serves on foundation and advisory boards, recognizing innovation and exemplary teaching, and molding how future educators will teach students tomorrow. Tila works tirelessly to advance distance learning, advocating for rich, powerful uses of technology when teaching, and her success in using distance learning in even the most challenging subjects has led to its acceptance as a viable instructional mode. Tila advocates for the ESC's use of distance learning to deliver professional development and learning experiences, and she facilitates access to technology tools for every school, regardless of size or financial ability. She is also passionate about helping others to find their own life's calling, supporting and nurturing them to achieve their professional dreams. Dr. Matt Joyner says, "To know Tila is to love Tila." She possesses an infectious personality, visionary leadership capacity, and the unique ability to pave the way and leave a lasting impact on the individuals and organizations with whom she works. Simply stated, she is the educator to whom we should all aspire to be. Congratulations, Tila Watson.
Is this even real? I mean, it is 2020. There's been some crazy stuff happen over the past 8 months. And ever since I learned that I was being nominated for this amazing award, everything has seemed surreal. As educators, we work our entire careers to have an impact on students and teachers and to leave a lasting legacy for all learners. Often, the only evidence we have of the impact that we make are anecdotal notes and comments made by students and teachers. It's only when we're nominated by a colleague and mentor and then selected by a committee of our peers that the reality of our impact is acknowledged as proof of our body of work. I am honored to be a member of the Texas Distance Learning Association. and I am incredibly grateful to Dr. Kevin Eason for completing such a thorough, professional, and meaningful nomination packet. Although Kevin put the entire thing together with the finesse that only Kevin can bring to a project, he got assistance from many of my current and former colleagues. I will be eternally grateful to them for the kind thoughts, excellent recall, and fun memories that they shared for the packet. I also have to acknowledge the unbelievable organizations that I've had an opportunity to work for who have supported my passion for distance education. I learned from the very best at Birdville ISD and persuaded Decatur ISD to take a chance on increasing our capacity for building cultural capital in kids through distance education. And I took the biggest risk of my career at ESC Region 11 when I proposed that we provide an LMS to all 585,000 students and 70,000 educators in the Fort Worth area. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to live and work by the mantra provided by Steve Jobs. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, they have no respect for the status quo, and people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are often the ones who do. In each of these organizations, I have had leaders who were often skeptical of my crazy ideas, but they trusted me enough to take risks and supported me each step of the way. In Birdville, it was Dr. Stephen Waddell, Scott Forster, Matt Lawyer, and Janice Overstreet. In Decatur, it was Rod Townsend, Troy Bagwell, and Dwayne Tamplin. And once I got to Region 11, I've been supported by Dr. Clyde Stillman, Pat Crawford, John Petrie, and a host of colleagues in the field of instructional technology. Lastly, I would be remiss not to acknowledge the patience and support given by my awesome family, my working thought partners and colleagues, my partner vendors and product solutions family, and the people I've worked side by side with, who many times have looked at me with that puppy dog, cocked head, questioning eyes face as I explain my vision and passion for the work that I do and the next crazy idea that I really wanted to tackle. But the real heroes in my story come in the form of classroom teachers. At my heart, I am a teacher. I often don't feel worthy to even call myself a teacher anymore, but that is certainly where I started my career, and it is what I still consider myself today. Teachers are amazing, and they've never proven that more than they have in the past 8 months as they have tackled the foray into what the public calls remote, distance, virtual, online, and blended learning. They've entered an arena where we constantly move the target on them. They are expected to rise to every occasion and challenge placed before them. They learn, unlearn, relearn, strive, and fail in front of hundreds of people daily. If you've been in the digital arena for any time at all, you know that this, the current state of education, this is what we've been asking for our whole careers. It didn't happen exactly as we had planned. We never expected for distance learning to be thrust into the spotlight during the pandemic, but we did what we always do. We have risen to the occasion. I fully expect education will never go back to what it was. And I'm not only okay with that, I would be disappointed if it did. As forerunners of what we refer to as distance education, we've been preparing for this moment for years. We're armed with great tools, engaging solutions, and methodologies about how to reach students 24/7. And now the whole world knows the power of distance learning. As I ponder back to that first statement in this address, is this real? Yes, it is. And it's never been more exciting to be an educator. And therefore, I can't imagine a better or more honorable time than the year 2020 to be inducted into the Texas Distance Learning Hall of Fame. Thank you.
And a big thank you to all our recipients, nominees, and nominators of these prestigious awards. You make TxDLA proud. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.